don't even remember how to start the podcast. It's been so long. So thank you.
Welcome to Three Different Dads.
There we go.
With a mom.
Welcome to Three Different Dads. I am your host, Lorenzo, and Tyler's here. Jimmy pulled the ultimate dad move and forgot. So filling in is Megan. Megan, thanks for coming in last second. I literally texted you 3 minutes ago, and now you're here.
Came in hot.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm surprised you didn't have something going on with your children.
Oh, I'm in the middle of doing dishes.
Oh,
Nothing
Perfect.
Good. It's fine.
It's like a stereotypical mom thing to do.
Right at 8 o'clock at night when I'd rather not be. But yeah. No, we are in like a mini break right now. Like
Okay.
Emmy starts travel volleyball December 3rd. Olive is doing basketball, but I convinced my husband to coach, so I don't have to do shit there. So we're good. She's doing like tumbling and other things, but like we're on like a little bit of a break. I'm really excited about it.
It's exciting, but it's also weird because like the night you're like, wait, we should be doing something right now.
I should also say that I still had no dinner prepared. We literally had nugs from the air fryer because I was like,
That's all right. All right.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. I didn't even look up. Ty, did you look up to see when our last episode was?
No, it's been months because I think I was trying to remember the last conversation I had with you guys about like when we were podcasting, and I think you guys were asking me about the newborn and how things were going, and that was, I mean, he's 4 months old now, so it's been a minute.
August 21st is when the last time we recorded.
Yep, feels about right.
But I will tell you, and Megan was one of them. Just I've had texts like, "Hey, when are you not only bringing Nerdball? When's the Dad Pod coming?" So there are people, Tyler, that are out there that were fiending for our podcast to come back.
Oh yeah,
all 10 of us. We're really excited about
it. Heather was telling me she wants to get back to a set schedule. Like she's just like, so when are you guys doing it? And I said, I think rumors are like once a month, once every 2 weeks ish. Like not really sure. We're just trying to get back into it. Yeah. She's like, some of us need to know for like scheduling. So, and I was like, okay.
Tell her.
So it's nice to be wanted. It's nice to be wanted, you know.
Once a month for now, the last Monday of each month. That'll be the plan. Because I think Jim is still involved in his HOA stuff in his meetings.
I love his updates. They're my favorite. I love to hear about the baby too, Tyler, but like the gym HOA updates are just.
He goes off on these tangents though for 15, 20 minutes about HOA. And I would like somebody to check and see if he's still actually involved. That's my question.
He's just mad in the corner somewhere, not really involved in it.
He might have quit. Like, let's be honest, he might have quit a long time ago and he's just making up shit now. So we'll see.
It's too good.
I remember when he first signed up for it, he basically was like, "Hey, I'm just here to like take it down because we don't need it." And now last I knew, he was like what, treasurer or something, right?
I think he got treasurer almost immediately. I think he told us because they needed somebody, and now he's like vice president.
Oh yeah,
he's
pretty high up now, and I feel
shot
like
the ranks real fast.
Did you?
I called that from the beginning, where he was like, "Yo, I'm just in," and I was like, "This guy's gonna take over for sure."
Our little Jim, yeah. And the text today was it? Wife and kids just got home. Now we're watching movie. I forgot. All right. Thank you.
Sounds good.
So tried a couple dads, and then Megan, you were the first to respond. And
moms always come through, guys.
Now you got it. Yes. Yeah. And you probably would. Now, when you left the dishes, did you say, "Hey, so someone do these dishes, please"?
No, I don't really know where my kids are. I think they're upstairs. And my husband is in the basement watching Michigan basketball, and I'm not interrupting that. So I'm not even sure I turned the water off.
That's how quick you came up here.
Be right back.
Okay. Yeah, might want to check the water.
Oh, that's funny.
It's dedication, what that is.
Yeah. I feel special.
Oh, anything for you. Lorenzo, did you know that my daughter was on the field the entire football season taking pictures? And she said that you talked to her almost every game or was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "Does he know who you are?" And she's like, "I don't think so."
So yeah, I remember you telling me that at some point we ran into each other, and I remember you telling me that. And then so I one game probably halfway through the year, I'm like, you're Emmy, right? And she's like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. And then it was a little better after that.
Never told me that conversation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was the extent of our conversation. I would ask her after that. I would ask her a little more questions. Like, hey, how you doing? How's it going? And then I talked to her about taking pictures and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but
she loves it.
Yeah, well, good. Yeah. There was like 16 of them down there. It was crazy. At one point, there's like they like multiplied. I go, what's happening? But I guess more people from Jacket Sports Network like came down there too. So
okay, just started to join in. I mean, it is kind of a cool little thing to be on the field and do anything. But she's like she bought herself a camera. She used her money to buy herself a camera. She was asked to be a leader next year. So as a sophomore, she'll be a leader of this. Like she's taken over
what's that pay?
What's the pay?
Yeah. Is there pay? No pay?
No. This is a high school club.
Sounds like child labor. I mean,
what else are clubs for? That's what you do, right? You
get take advantage. You gotta take advantage.
Promos are done. Yeah.
Think about unionizing. I don't know. It's free labor. Not about it.
Right.
Is she gonna do basketball?
Emmy for pictures?
Like pictures, yeah.
Yeah, she wants to tomorrow. She's gonna go and do the girls' game.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I'm coaching the freshmen.
Question on the travel volleyball.
Yes.
Big zag right here.
Big zag. Well, I caught it and I wanted to touch on it. Who do you guys go through for travel volleyball?
Emmy played for TVC when she was 11, but she's been at athlete headquarters in Sylvania for 4 years now since then.
Okay.
But there are a lot of good clubs that are available. It's all political. It's all madness. There's bullshit everywhere. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, because Liv does that, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I asked because Olivia played just St. Rose volleyball, for the first time and got her feet wet in it. She liked it, and so she started thinking about playing club.
I would do TVC in-house league. Olive's gonna do that. She did the junior jackets volleyball.
Yeah.
Loved it. But she's been playing for a while since Emmy's been playing. So we signed her up for TVC in-house. Everything is expensive. Everything.
Yes, it is. You're right. Okay. I was just again, we're new to this and that's to learn, obviously.
I could answer every volleyball question that you have, so please feel free anytime.
That's the one thing
good to know.
I liked about Perrysburg travel softball is compared to other travel sports, it's so inexpensive, depending on what you want to do. But like this last team that Lillian was on, we paid the $200 fee or the $75 fee or whatever it was, and then I asked everyone to pay $200, and that got us through all the way. And if my math is correct, it got all the way through spring. So then fundraising would just cover the summer. So like some of these people pay thousands of dollars to do travel softball. I'm sure volleyball is the same, and that's why I liked it. But I don't know if you heard, but we're no longer involved in Perrysburg travel softball.
What happened?
Did you do something?
I did not do anything. Lillian decided she didn't want to play anymore. So
I think Olive has committed through the spring season, and then I think she's done too.
Yeah. Lil was going through, which I'm sure you've all dealt with it. She was going through some anxiety stuff, and a very big stressor we found out was softball. Like I was never home because I always went to football. So then Andrea and her would always argue. There'd be tears. Like, I don't want to go to practice. Her stomach would start hurting. Like, it was just all this stuff. And then the last thing for me was Andrea was out of town. I got Lillian ready for our game. She got ready. She did pregame, everything. Sent her out there in left field. She's crying. She comes in. She goes, Dad, my stomach hurts. I don't want to play. I said, you don't have to play. It was a doubleheader. She sat out both games of the doubleheader and had the time of her life just sitting on the bench talking to her friends. So I called Andrea. I was like, we can't do this anymore. So we quit. Yeah. Or she quit. And then I had to finish out the fall. I didn't want to just leave everyone else. So I had to coach fall ball, and we had a tournament in Finley that I had to coach. We were gone for like 12 hours and just.
Did she go to those or did you just?
No, she didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a a relief, but also like it kind of stinks because it was fun to do that. But you know,
I
Yeah, if
agree.
she's
I
not
really,
into it.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I liked the community that we built around the softball families. Everyone
Mhm.
was fantastic.
Yes.
Um, there are so many other things to do though.
Mhm.
Olive she's been tumbling for probably a year now, and her instructor just told her that she should be a diver. And so now she's
Oh,
like, I want to take diving lessons. And I'm like, where do you even do that? Like,
the why, I
I can't
guess.
find it. I Googled it. I put a thing out on the Perrysburg page. So if anybody in Perrysburg knows where to do diving lessons, let me know.
I feel like BG would have some sort of program because they have like a legit
Yeah, a legit
diving
program.
facility. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I couldn't, I did like a quick Google search before I did the dishes and I couldn't find anything on it. It was like the nearest one was at Ohio State.
It's got to be
Oh,
somewhere
yeah,
because Perrysburg
perfect. Perfect.
has a diving team. The high school
Well,
does.
they do something at Belmont in the summertime, but I was just trying to do something a little bit quicker than that just to get her in. But
Uh,
eh, it's fine. It's not, I mean, she's doing literally six things right now. So
yeah, yeah. And
it's all
also
right.
you don't want to squash those things and be like, hey, I want to do this or I want to do that. Like,
I want to jump on it and get her
yeah,
going, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So what does Olivia do besides volleyball?
Volleyball. She's like a
She's still
very
younger
much
though. Like the
I
things
think we
aren't
talked
available
about that.
yet.
she just turned 11 and she's very much like one sport and then pivots to the next. So like she started with horseback riding, well, gymnastics way back when,
Mhm.
horseback riding, back to gymnastics. What was it? Last summer, I think she broke her arm, so she kind of had to take a break from gymnastics,
Yeah.
got back into it a little bit, but then some of her friends this off season or whatever were playing volleyball and she's like, "Oh, I want to try volleyball." So it is interesting because it's just like, she's in fifth grade and you can tell like a lot of these girls have never played volleyball.
Mhm.
And I don't even know if like younger than that is really a thing. Cause I'm like, volleyball is not easy to get the ball over the net, even at like fifth grade. So I'm like, there's no way that these girls just, are all this bad. I don't want to say it like that, but
I mean, Emmy
like you
played
could
on an
tell a lot
11.
of
Yeah.
a lot of them were brand new. And
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
think it was coincidence that we started then looking into club volleyball like right after the season ended. And it,
Yeah.
it was like a lot of programs start in like fifth, sixth grade ish. And I'm
hmm
like, that makes sense. So
hmm
that's
Emmy
kind of
did an
nice.
11U travel league through
Okay.
TVC, and it was just as comparable as the in-house league, except it
Yeah.
was like we were going to Sandusky instead of
Okay.
just playing in mommy. But I mean, it was fun. She got to stay in hotel rooms and travel with her team. That was the fun part of it. But I would just do an in-house league for a couple of years.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking, I think, is something local, close. She'll have a couple practices a week, so she'll keep getting more and more exposure to volleyball and she'll probably, she's very like try it, figure it out quick. If she likes it, she'll continue on. If she doesn't, she'll just be like, not, I'm done. So
You
that's
really
just how she
dodged a
is.
bullet with that horse riding shit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Cause well, it's weird though. Like horse riding, like she went to lessons, like twice a week. But her mom would take her like during her time. And so I would just go to like, the call it horse shows,
hmm
but there's not, I mean, I guess I don't know much about equine, equestrian.
Equestrian. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know much because you don't do much. Like you go to your horseback riding lessons and then every now and then there's like a show, but I don't think kids are doing shit like competition shows. I mean, I'm sure I'm wrong, but
Now,
A
now,
friend of mine, her little kiddo is doing competition shows. She's Olive's age, so 11.
yeah. So
Yeah. So they're doing
uh,
shows, but like
there it's just but like
what
what
is
do you
that? So,
really
what is a show?
like jumping.
technique
Okay.
like you can tell like who's been writing for a while and who has not um and it's all like how they're sitting how they call it post like there's all these technical terms but it's
You know.
you know no you can't if you were to go to like because she went to a couple summer camps and she did this one summer camp the same one for like 4 or 5 years in a row and it was just like 2 weeks they, did their practice for 3 or 4 days. And then the last day of the camp was, like a mini show that they called it. And you could tell the girls that were brand new to the camp, they're just like wobbling all over the horse. And then the other girls are actually like riding with proper technique. So you can tell. But again, I never heard of many horse shows. And like, that's one thing that you mentioned, traveling, like there's not a lot of horse shows around here. Like you're probably going to other places to go to some sort of competition.
Right.
But yeah, I do think I dodged somewhat of a bullet there, because
I
feel like the next step is like you own a horse and then you have to board the horse and you have to,
feed the horse, clean the stall.
Yeah.
Pay the trainer to take the horse to the show.
You don't got that. You don't got that horse money?
No, I do not.
Can I ask you a question?
Some of my income is going to my ex, so no, I do not have horse money. So no.
Let me ask you a question about these horse shows. How diverse are the participants in these horse shows?
Not all that diverse. I think.
Yeah.
Anybody look like Lorenzo?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. I'll say this, Lorenzo, for the for the summer camp, there was a little touch of diversity in there.
Was it free?
No, it wasn't free.
I'm just playing.
But yeah, it was.
Did they win a scholarship?
I don't think so.
At 10 years old, were they on a scholarship?
Oh, that reminds me.
I don't have that horse money. That's a real thing. Yes.
That reminds me of this news clip I always see. I don't know. Every couple of months it just pops up, where all these people are eating like different types of fried chicken from fast food fried chicken places. And this one black guy says to a white guy eating it, and because the white guy goes, "Ooh, that tastes good. There's a lot of seasoning." And the black guy goes, Does it taste like a neighborhood you never been to?" And everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
You can't say that.
They were all laughing. It was so funny.
That's so funny.
So no horse money. That Megan, you're right.
Money.
That is a big dodge a gigantic bullet on that one. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I mean, I think volleyball's expensive, and it is. I mean,
but there's a lot like you're paying for. You're paying for the gym space, really. Like you're paying for 2 practices a week, 1 game a week. Like when they laid it out. Oh, look, I have it right in front of me. My chicken scratch notes. Practice is Wednesday and Fridays.
For what club was this?
Sunday evening. I think this was Toledo Volleyball Club.
Oh, okay.
I think. Okay. But yeah, it has costs. But yeah, practice 2 times a week, 1 game a week, signups, uniforms, evaluation.
Oh, this was the in-house.
I think I don't
because
there was some evaluation period, which is like mid-December. I wrote down
December 15th.
Yes, you're right. You're right. December 15th. League
will be there.
League starts January and it goes 8 to 10 weeks. 12 matches is what I wrote down.
Seems like a good starter.
The price of it? Yes.
Huh?
Did you see the price?
What's your price? Go ahead.
600, 625.
It's like, yeah, it's with everything. It says, I think 640 with that. So the cost is 565 plus uniform 75. So yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. But again, I'm like, it in the grand scheme of things, I don't, especially like you said, if it is local, because I'm friends with people that they like, I think we've talked about this before, Lorenzo, like they go on trips and they're gone like multiple weekends a month. And I'm like, how the hell do you afford this if you're staying in a hotel?
A lot of ramen and a lot. Wait, let me look up my schedule.
Rice, bagged rice where you throw it in the microwave for a minute, 90 seconds.
Yeah. First weekend and second weekend in January, we're gone. Third weekend in January, we're gone. First weekend of February. First 3 every week in February, we're gone.
What is this?
1 weekend in March.
Just for one?
For my oldest travel.
Travel volleyball for oldest? Yeah. Yeah.
So it's 8 weekends and it goes until Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So flip side, Emmett, mind you, 4 months old. Heather is all about getting this kid into everything. And I'm like, what can you get a 4-month-old into? He's
Swimming.
going to
rolling.
He went to a 4-month-old gymnastics at acceleration.
What?
No, I'm not making this up.
I think they're ripping you off, man.
It was like $35, and it's just basically
you
free play. Like
you pay me 30, and you could drop him off right here.
Yeah, I'll take him.
Like, well, I was just like, what do they do? And she's like, well, it's like free play, so you just like take them around the mats and stuff. And I'm like, so to your point, I think we got hosed.
I have a gymnastics mat and a couple of ball pits in my basement. I mean, I'll do it for 25. Like,
he's in a gymnastic class. That's what I'll say. 4 months old. And then I think Heather said in February he will be in swim class. So I was just like, again, I'm like, our kid can't even roll over yet. Like, what
doesn't even know he has thumbs.
No, he's still figuring out his hands and his feet, for God's sakes.
So when she ultimately listens to this, Heather, please email the show and explain in better detail what a 4-month-old gymnastics class is like.
I'm interested.
I'm telling you, it's you show up and you it's free play for your kids. I think.
I feel like you're a little jaded by it though, so you might be downplaying it a little bit. Who knows?
I don't think
he might be somersault.
I think I'm dead on.
You don't know. I think I'm dead on.
I think I'm dead on. Because like again, I was like so critical of it. I was like, what are they doing here? Like how? I was like, it's not like they're running down the balance beam or something. These kids can't even crawl. Like, what are we doing?
I guess
truthfully, this has got to be for the moms, right? Or the dads that are taking them, because I remember just being like, get me out of the house.
Yeah.
Like, just get me out of the house. It
might be.
And I just want to go talk to someone.
It might be.
Yeah.
Or like just exposing your baby to other babies.
To other germs.
Other germs. Germs. Yes. Yep.
She could have showed up though and said, hey, I got Emmett into a horse riding class, Then you'd have been screwed.
I would have said the same thing. I would have been like, how are you getting that kid on the horse? Like, are you strapping? Like,
a couple straps, one right across the forehead.
Yeah.
Put it right down there. Yeah.
Perrysburg High School does have a boys volleyball team. And I'm really excited about it.
They do. They've had one for a few years now.
Yeah.
When we were in high school.
Yes.
I was say when we were in high school, we had one.
Did Booker play?
Yes, he did.
Because I know he had told me he played at one point. So
yes, he did. Yes.
They were the formation of that team. And I think what did they win? Like
they were district champs. District champs. Nice. Their record 2-9. District
2-9, and they were district champs.
They just happened to win the district tournament, go down to Columbus to play whatever, if it's states or whatever,
and got murdered.
Destroyed. Like just the worst beatdown you could think of. And little cherry on the Sunday, they also, a couple of them got in trouble for mooning some moms on the way home. So on the school bus, they mooned somebody.
That's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that's awesome.
So that was not Bucher. That was somebody else.
That was Enix. Was it
disclaimer? That was not Bucher.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Funny. So last year you guys talked about Thanksgiving. Was it last year or 2 years ago where someone said that their family members got sick and they just put together like
I think that was Jimmy.
Bob Evans mashed potatoes and
I want to say that was Jimmy that talked about that, where he was supposed to have people over, and he said it was great. No one could come over because everybody was sick, so he just I'm trying to see what it. Yeah,
that's honestly what we do for Thanksgiving. We
no big thing.
We go to the Lions game every year. We avoid our families. And go hang out with 13,000 other people.
Yeah, because you don't have to cook. You just get I've thought about that recently. It's like, it would just be kind of nice just to go somewhere, like have a quick little Thanksgiving meal and just go back home and just chill. And you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about cooking. You don't have to stress about it. I've thought about vacationing during Thanksgiving more lately. I'm like, that's no stress. You just say, hey, we're all going to meet as a family at wherever, I think that would be nice too.
I love it. We've done it for almost 5 years now. I think this is our 5th year that we've gone to the Lions game and stuff. We have yet to be there when the Lions win a game. So fingers crossed, this is our year.
Who do they play this to?
The Bears.
The Bears.
We should be okay, but I think the Clarks are the problem. So
if they lose, we'll know.
It's us.
Yeah, if they lose, we probably will text you on Thursday then and say, look what you did.
I deserve the hate mail. It's fine.
Yep.
So
I have a lot of Lions friends that I'm not obviously a Lions fan. I'm a diehard Browns fan, so I'm dying still. They are convinced that this is like a Super Bowl team. Like,
well, if our
they don't even
stop getting injured.
Well, they're not even hesitant saying that. So I'm like, I think they're beating everyone they're playing right now pretty handily. So
right, but everybody went down on Sunday.
No, even more people. That's right. Yeah. They're currently favored by 10.5 points. So
you guys have a kid yelling for me.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Mom.
Sure.
The water's still running.
I'm podcasting. Do you want to say hi? Yeah, you want to say hi? Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
I didn't know either. It's all right.
I didn't know either.
I knew that would happen. Funny. That's fun.
That's funny. So okay. I really like Thanksgiving. I love
really like to cook though, don't you?
I also like I like to cook.
Yeah.
This past few years I don't do anything on my in-laws. I just show up and eat. I might smoke some like cream cheese or something because that's always fun. But at my parents' house, I've been cooking the turkey for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Last year I smoked one that was really good. So I'm gonna do that again.
Did you spatchcock the turkey?
I did. I spatchcocked it.
Okay. Couldn't remember if we talked about this last year. I think we did. All right.
It's a real thing, Megan. If you don't know,
I'm gonna Google it right now.
Google it. Make sure you spell it correctly. It is the most perfect way to. You can put it in the oven that way, or you can put it on the smoker. It just cooks everything. It flattens the bird. If you don't know, you cut the backbone out. You push on the breastbone, and crack it so it flattens the bird a little bit more, and it cooks everything more evenly.
Cooks it very evenly, way faster too. And
because if you cook a turkey regular, the white meat gets really dry. So I like it.
You would recommend?
It's good. If
washing the bird.
I never wash it. Yeah.
Squashing it.
Squashing.
Oh,
yes.
squashing it. Yes.
Yeah. You gotta break the breastbone. You gotta hear it. You don't hear it as much as you feel it when you crack it.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm good.
I could do all of that for you. I can't even crack
my knuckles.
I will say if you do this technique, you will never go back.
Correct.
That is the best way to do it.
Do it with a chicken. Do it with a chicken. That's not it.
Do it there. There you go. Do it with a chicken.
For the last 2 years, we're so fortunate. Lorenzo, do you remember my cousin Sarah, who used to come to almost all of the softball games? Mm-hmm. She comes over, like I have most of the food prepped and ready to go, but she'll come over and cook the meal for us. So for the last 2 years, whenever we came back from the Lions game, there's a meal ready for us.
Oh, no shit.
It's fantastic. We love her.
Wow.
But I don't know if I could convince her to.
So you can't say that then. Yeah. Oh, why don't you spatchcock the turkey for us? You just show up and eat.
I will tell you for her, I know for Melcher Thanksgiving, we are not concerned with everything being done at the same time. So I like food hot. So what I'll do is put everything on my plate, throw it in the microwave just because I like everything hot. Mm-hmm. Now, my in-laws, my mother-in-law has all kinds of stuff where gadgets and everything where everything does come out at the same time. But with the spatchcock turkey, it takes far less time to cook. So
that is actually good to know because I tried to order an 8-pound turkey and was given a 12-pound turkey. And I'm not even sure that this thing will thaw in time at this point.
Yeah, the thawing might be an issue. But I heard it was, what I just read, 24 hours for each 5 pounds, or 5 pounds for 24 hours that you need. So
that's so if you have it out now in your fridge, you're fine.
Yeah,
okay,
it'll thaw.
Yeah,
just leave it outside tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 60 tomorrow. You'll be fine. I'm just don't do that. I'm kidding.
No, today
you'll get everyone sick.
Yeah,
you'll get everyone sick. Do not.
I did just find some queso in my car that I had forgotten to take out when I went to Costco the other day with Rachel.
Don't eat it.
And I was like,
did you put it back?
It's been cold enough that this is okay. I did. I ended up tossing it because I got it out of the car and my husband pulled it in and I was like, what do you think? And he's like, put it in the trash can now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a huge Costco thing of queso.
Sure.
Like I was so excited about it.
Well, you should have remembered to bring it.
I might have chanced it. I might have.
If you were that excited, you would that day you would be like, you know what? I want some of this queso, and you'd be like, shit, it's not here. Where's it at?
I did not. I forgot about it.
Yeah. So
I had in-laws visiting. I had other concerns going.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah. So yes, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. My sister and brother-in-law are coming up from Louisville as they always do, and Lillian finally gets to record a podcast. She always asked me to record a podcast with her, so I told her we'd do it on Thanksgiving. Well, the day after will be at my parents' house, but so she's excited about that.
What is it going to be?
A guest?
Yeah,
is she your like official guest?
No, she'll do the Princess Pod like we've done in the past, where it'll just like a little 10-minute episode get thrown on the back end of whatever podcast I put out.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know if she can. She probably could fill the whole episode. But sometimes now I'm just like, all right, anything else? Like she could talk my ear off, and then like for whatever reason she doesn't have much to say.
She gets behind the headset and the mic and she freezes. Yeah.
Not like clams up, but I think it's over quicker than she thinks. Like in her little brain, she thinks we're gonna have this long talk and we're gonna keep going, and then 7 minutes in, she's done with whatever her mind prepared for her.
All right, that's all we got for this week.
She does like it though. I think it's because she likes cameras on her and stuff. So
is she only doing the twirling then?
Currently, yes. She did say she wanted to play basketball, but then it was too late to sign up. So I don't know. I think she only said that because she knew I was coaching again. So
yeah,
I'm not sure if that's like why she wanted to do that, but that's what she told me. She said she wants to try volleyball. But again, I don't know when she can do that. Currently, she's for baton, she's going 4 days a week. So I don't know when she's going to fit in.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
And every day is different. Here's the schedule. So Mondays, I call it everybody class because it's anybody from 3 years old all the way up to the high school girls. It's just one big class. And depending on what level you're at, you're doing certain things. Tuesday, it's body work, Andrea calls it. So it's like working on her tumbling and basically gymnastics type moves. You know, that's she's working right now. She's working on what's it called? You go backwards.
Handspring.
And your feet fly up over you. You will go backwards, but I can't. I don't know. Not a back. Yeah, like so, something, but it's not. You're not jumping. You're like smoothly going back, and then your feet are coming over artistically.
Like a walkover.
Walkover something like yes. So she's working on that. So that's body work, is all that kind of stuff. Wednesdays is just teams. So she's on. I think she's on 2 teams. So it's just team practice. So if you're on a team, you have practice on Wednesdays. And then Thursdays is usually a private lesson. So she usually has 1 or 2 of those on Thursdays. So she's always doing something. So I don't know when she thinks she can do this other thing. Else? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, she wants to do it for now. So yeah. But yeah, that's it right now. Which is good enough for me because Mateo's doing flag football. And he started working out at Fitness for All. So they have they offered for the junior high football players, they offered 7-week program, so 14 sessions, and it was only like $110 or something. So his introduction to working out, he said he learned how to bench lift or bench press the other day. So he says he's liking it. So cool. Yeah, and he wants to work out. And
tell him pyramid starts at the base.
Say it again.
The base. Pyramids start at the base, the bottom.
Oh.
Got to build from the bottom up. Squats, deadlifts.
Gonna get some merch for that.
I've been working out for a while. She loves it, and I love that it's like more of just a life skill. Like learn how to do that. That's better, right? Like I do like that for him. That's cool.
Yeah, and he's been wanting to do it, and I kept telling him like, dude, you got to wait till you're 13 because I places won't let you in unless you're 13, and I'm going to hire somebody because I don't know what I'm doing. Like that's the one thing with football coaching is I've never done is weight room stuff. So he was like, why can't you do it? I said, because I don't want to hurt you. You're still growing. You have growth plates. I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize you being 6'5", where I can't, so.
Emmy had someone that she was working with at, I don't know, whatever place she was going to, but he apparently came in and worked out the volleyball girls, the freshman girls.
Oh.
Too. And she was like, oh, hey,
Cam. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I know Perrysburg uses Fitness for All for a lot of stuff. So,
I'm assuming that's where it was then. Is it that little complex behind the gymnastics center?
Yep.
Like you keep going back. Yeah, that's where it's at then.
Yep. Yeah.
You just have to do the plyometrics like Sugar Ray Pullman way back when. He was big in the plyometrics.
Actually, I heard if you start when you're 4 months old, then you got a good leg up on the competition.
Dude, you're making fun of it. She'll have this kid in a weightlifting program soon.
I'm gonna get him a jump box for Christmas.
I'm like saying like, oh yeah, this kid's gonna be a quarterback. He's gonna be slinging the ball over. She's like, no, I want him on defense. I want him to kill the quarterback. I'm just like, oh my god, yeah, violence.
Well, when he's 5'7", then we got to figure something else out.
Oh man,
this kid's gonna play ping pong. You guys realize this, right? Like, just all this work, and he's gonna be like, I really love ping pong.
I don't know what he'll be into, but I will say this, like, this kid loves to watch sports on TV. Like whatever sport I put on. Yes, that's probably really what it's about. Because we were watching Premier League football on Sunday morning, and this kid was like so engaged in the game, and I'm like, okay, this isn't probably the most exciting sport to play, but all right. So we'll see.
I always told Andrea, because Mateo's always been big. I was like, you know what? Obviously, we wanted to play football, but we're gonna end up with like the biggest, like, this was back when he was like 3. It was like the biggest like piano savant or something, and we're just gonna have to be going to these recitals. But right now it's video games, working out, and football. So
I feel like he is so big though that I stand by this comment. If you have him going to like camps like in the summer, there will be coaches that just write down his name and phone number because of how big he is. Like, he's very big for his age.
He has such a little baby voice still too.
Yes, which is hilarious when you
so funny. Whenever he'd walk into the coach's office, our wide receiver coach Gary he'd walk out, he'd look at me, and we just start laughing because one time he was just like, man, his voice just does not fit. I go, I know. He's like, hey Dad, how's it going?
Aww, cutie.
Pretty soon he'll be 6'5" and throwing me around the house.
Right? It's gonna have a deeper voice than you.
Dad, give me some more video game time. Sorry. Oh, speaking of that, so we got a new calendar for our house, a digital calendar, Skylight.
How do you like that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Did you get the big one or the small one?
We got the 15-incher. We didn't get the giant one. It's awesome, Ty. So not only I like it to be able to like see what's happening. The best feature for me is you have an app on your phone where you can add stuff to it.
It hooks up to calendars, right? Like
it's its own app, Skylight.
Oh, okay.
Skylight has its own app. And then it's a frame too. So it just cycles through digital pictures that you put on there. So when it like goes to sleep or whatever. But it's so awesome.
I'm looking down on the floor because I think we probably shouldn't say this because my parents might watch this, but we got my mom a Skylight for Christmas.
Oh yeah, the frame. Yeah,
I think it's on the floor. Yeah, because you said the name, and I'm like, I think that's what we just got them.
But if I'm not mistaken, can't you take a picture? So if like someone gives you a paper copy of a schedule, you take a picture of it and you email it to the Skylight email, and it automatically puts it on your calendar for you.
Correct. We haven't done it yet, but I've read that too. Yes. Yeah,
that would be worth it.
I gotta go look at this. Hold on.
It's so cool.
Can you circle back with me in 3 months? I want to know in 3 months, is this still like
100%
very like you're still paying attention to it and using it? Because I want it, but where I want to put it in my house, we have to get the big one to make it make sense and look better. And I don't want to invest in it if it's like, well, it's cool, but like after a couple months, We just
it says Skylight frame, but is that the same thing?
Same thing. Yep.
So that could be a calendar.
Well, that's just a frame probably because they have just frames. Okay. We have the calendar that's also a frame.
Yeah. Okay. Isn't that the frame where you like add your pictures to it?
Yep.
Yes, I did. Okay. So Heather told us that is I can like if I have a cute picture of Emmett, I can just send it to the frame and it'll just upload to my parents' picture.
We got this for my father-in-law. I always forget to add pictures. I'm pretty sure I added pictures 3 years ago.
Yeah. So
note to self, add some new pictures.
Yes. Set an alarm. I mean, you're probably taking at least a couple pictures a day. So set an alarm, and throw it on.
My pictures are all of like
that face did.
Well, not you, Megan. The new baby, not your old crusty babies. No one cares about that.
Crusty baby.
Yeah. So it's really cool. I am one when I go to the grocery store, I need a list. It has a grocery list on it, so anybody can add stuff on there. So Lillian was all about this thing. She like put all kinds of stuff on this list. So she put. I had to go through it. I'm like, all right. She wrote fruit, then she wrote lemonades. I'm like, why is it lemonades? She goes, oh, it's just supposed to be like lemonade. I said, okay. And then she put tape. I'm like, all right, what kind of tape? Scotch tape and painter's tape. All right. This says batteries. What about batteries? I just want to make sure we have them. I go, okay. What size?
All of them, all the sizes.
She goes, double. I'm like, well, we have double A upstairs, so we don't need those. Okay, good.
Double the quantity of said batteries or double A's?
So she put some other stuff on it. It was funny. She set up camp in front of the calendar for like an hour, and we're just going through stuff. And there's a spot for chores, so you can put chores under people's names. So she found out if you write a chore and then you click the little circle to check mark it, like an animation happens on the screen. And she was like, oh my gosh, look at that. So she was begging Andrea to put chores on there for her so she could do them, which
she sounds pretty good.
She's done them, and Mateo's done them too. So Mateo usually asks,
I want to know in 3 months if this is still sticking though.
I will, because right now it's working good because Mateo usually asks me at least every day or every other day, Dad, can I have more game time? And I'll say, all right, well, have you done this, and this? So now I'll put chores on there in the morning. So that way now he says, hey, Dad, I did my chores. Can I have some more time? And I say, yes, I'll give you more time. So
that's sweet.
So I agree with you, Megan. It is one of those things where I would definitely check back in 3 months, but it is a top priority right now in the Melcher house. So, and I put everything on there. Like I put this podcast on there. I told Andrew, I was like, hey, I'm doing a podcast. I don't know if you saw on the calendar. She goes, I didn't, but at what time? I said 8. She goes, okay. I put all my basketball games on there.
Check the Skylight. Check the Skylight. It was on there.
Yeah. I played video games. I played Fortnite with my buddy Sparks, and I put that on there on Friday night. It says Fortnite with Sparks, and my kids are like, why did Dad put that on there? I said, so everybody knows. Everybody knows. So, yeah.
But it hooks up to my Google Calendar, right? So now I just have 2 places to look at the same calendar?
I don't know if it like matches all that stuff. I don't know.
I feel like the app, I bet you anything, it does hook up to other calendars, but that's still cool because like to the point, Lorenzo, about chores and stuff, I've thought about that too. And one of my other friends does have one, and I saw it at their house and I was like jealous immediately. I was like, this is nice. And they said the same thing. They're like, yeah, it's awesome because you can put chores in it and you can feed it like chores, like on certain days do this, on certain days do this. And then the kids see them every day and they actually just like do their chores. And I'm like, damn, that would be nice.
The thing that stinks is that's what I do on a daily basis at work is create lists and stuff for my staff to do. And now I come home and I also have to do that at home too. But that's right. So there is a button on the app. It says sync calendars. And then it has all my Gmails on here that I want to sync a calendar with. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So it will do it.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's cool. If you're going to buy one, there is a refer a friend, and I get $20. So
what do I get?
There we
go. You get $20. What do I get? Do I get $20 off?
You get it says each friend who uses your code will get $20 off, and you'll get a $20 cashback via PayPal. So yes, we both get 20.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Send me the link or whatever it is.
Right. I want a review. I want a 3-month review.
I might be looking.
Then I want a Black Friday deal, and then I'll purchase
well,
it.
That's what I'm saying, because it's Black Friday, so maybe
Yeah.
I'll be able to get the Black Friday deal plus Lorenzo's $20 off.
Right?
And
yeah,
it's basically free. Girl math.
It's gonna be
Girl
free
math, yeah.
by the time. Yeah, it's free.
One last thing before we go, Megan. Can you talk about your library event? Is this happening at the library, right?
This is, yeah. So they just do adult programs where they ask someone to come in and speak on a topic. And I was asked to come in and talk about decluttering and organizing right after the first of the year, where everyone has all these big goals.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to go in with a bunch of information and bring cookies and tell people that they can get a discount if they book with me for coming to the event. And I don't know, maybe cuss a little. I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
What kind of cookies will be there?
What kind of cookies? Yeah.
Probably just sugar cookies that I can buy at the store before I go.
I don't know. At least go to Costco. At least go to Costco.
Chip, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe get the multi-pack at Costco.
Okay. Chip. I appreciate the upgrade, you guys. I'll do that.
I'm
really excited about it. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't written anything. I haven't put anything together. I honestly didn't even realize that blurb was going to be out so soon. And I happened to see it and I was like, oh, and my first thought was, shit, I need to put something together. Like I haven't even worked on it yet. So.
All right.
But I also popped on this podcast literally 6 minutes before you started recording. So it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
You're great. Yeah. You'll
I was like, Tyler, I feel like you look nervous for me.
No, I'm really good at winging it at work. Like everybody's like, oh, we need like talking points. I'm like, I got it all in my head.
Yeah,
like,
we're good. We're good. I just need some bullet points up there and then we can go from there.
PowerPoint, few bullet points, speak on the bullet points.
I really am keeping my expectations low. I know that I'm getting a lot of people and a lot of great feedback about this, but like
should we come? Should we come?
I'm gonna be excited.
Should we come and then every cool thing you do, we're like, yeah.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Do you guys ever watch Big Bang Theory?
Hype man. Yes.
I really wanted to incorporate something about like where he's like, I got some cues that'll stump his sorry A. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like Sheldon's going to some seminar or something and he wants to like show the guy up. And I wanted to incorporate that somehow in this promotion of
well, we can be plants. You can be plants. And then like you tell us. Like
like I'll feed you a question that you could just be like, oh, I got this one, and
just roll
so it'll make you look really good. And
I'll write those down for you.
All right,
that'd be great.
I'm down. As long as there's cookies, I'm down. So
I had the best cookies the other day, and so much I loved it. I've had them several times, but I ordered some for our family Thanksgiving. This is a free plug. So we hired a seasonal. Her name is not important. I need to put her name out there. Anyway, her mom makes cookies and Bremer's biscuits. They're so good. They're so different than any other cookie that I know.
What are they called?
Bremer, BREMERS. Bremer's biscuits. You can look them up. She does really cool designs on the cookies. But I ordered some. I think they were I think she said $2 a cookie. But they are pretty good size. Delicious. I don't know what it is. It tastes so much different than any other cookie that I've had. If you guys need her phone number, I don't want to give it out over this. But
looks like it's got Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. That might be the cookie of choice for January 28th at 6 p.m. at the Way Public Library.
Phenomenal cookies. She always brings them to any party we have.
Dude, these look pretty legit fancy.
Like, I know they are.
If this is their Instagram, this is pretty.
She could also individually wrap them for you if necessary, but it was just my family, so I said no. Disregard individually wrapping them, and we'll just destroy them.
Teacher by day, baker by dream. Does this sound right?
Okay. Yeah.
I like that.
They're on Instagram. Their cookies look delicious. All right.
She would probably appreciate it more if this podcast got more listeners, but that's all right.
Hey, it's a free plug, okay?
Very much so.
Free plug.
So. Bremer biscuits. Have at it. All right. Well, Megan, thanks for hopping on here. Super last minute.
Yeah.
Ty,
as your handle goes, Jim Hutchison is on. So
just do what I can for you guys. It's fine.
I was going to write down all the people I used to say thank you to, but you know what? I'm starting over. So I'm just going to say thank you to Megan for coming on here. And obviously thank you, Tyler, for being here as well.
Yeah, thank you, Lorenzo, for actually showing up too. Nice.
I'm going to say thank you to Rachel because I know she's going to listen to this.
Oh, but yeah, okay. Well, yes, thank you. You can add that. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
And then of course we can always end with thanks, George. So
thanks,
George.
This has been. Wait, how do I end it? Do you remember how I end it? This has been another episode of Three Different Dads. Is that it?
Yeah.
But I say so. It like
if you're gonna go rogue, go rogue.
I can't. I was just gonna say when you guys were talking about like on the fly, I can like just give you bullet points. I don't operate that way. I fancy myself a pretty good public speaker, but I gotta have everything like what I'm gonna say, and it's very hard for me to go off. I can do like little quips. I can do that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But I had to give a presentation in front of our board of Metro Parks, and I wrote everything out. I don't read from a paper, but I have it there as like a safety net. And I can come up with jokes and stuff, but it terrifies me. Like, hey, we got a presentation in 5 minutes. You got to go. I'm like, nah, that ain't me.
We didn't do dad jokes. We got to do dad jokes.
Okay. Yeah. Actually,
man, I definitely wasn't prepared.
I have my dad book right here, my dad joke book. I just found it. This is a couple years old now, new for 2022. But here we are now. So
okay, I got one. Ready?
You got one?
Thanksgiving themed.
Okay.
What did the plate whisper to the other plate? Dinner's on me. Nailed it.
At first, I'm like, wait, why are you whispering?
What's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin? Using a pumpkin patch.
All right.
I like it.
It was Thanksgiving theme, it said, so we'll go with it.
Well, this is not Thanksgiving theme, but everyone can understand that people watch TV during the holiday. The first time I saw a universal remote control, I thought to myself, well, this changes everything.
I like that one. Can I do one more? I think this one's funny too. What made the cranberry blush? It saw the turkey dressing. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again to both of you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Hopefully the Lions win for you, and I also bet them to win the Super Bowl before the season started. So,
all right. No hate mail if they don't.
This has been another episode of Three Different Dads.
Dear Jane, chances are you won't find the time to read this or respond, but I just want